Well, thank you. I know it's a busy world and a lot of things are coming at you, but I'm glad that you, who are my friends and my family, tuned in to watch this video. Thank you so much. I really want to share with you that I've been working for the last 3 years. I've spent massive amounts of time and energy into writing a book that for me has really been life transforming. The book that I've written is called It Is Life to Be of Service. And if you're wondering why I want to make a video, it's because I want to publish the book. And publishing the book can be expensive, but I really want to do it, and I want to do it nice. You can push a button and Amazon can, make a book for you. It's a whole different kind of thing. You don't know who buys your books. You don't know necessarily the quality of them. I want to have, I want to be in contact with the people that buy my book. And so we want to make the book the way we want it. We want it to be hardbound. We want it to be full color, lots of beautiful images. And so I'm asking my friends and my family to help me and to be a part of taking this life story of Eric Jalamar East and putting it out there for the whole world to hear. Honestly, it is a story that I can't believe everybody doesn't know. It's a very Hudson Taylor, David Livingston. I even said at one point, Raiders of the Lost Ark. The Eric East story is a story about a medical missionary that goes into the jungles of Burma in 1902. He's a Swedish immigrant from America who came to Christ and went through 8-9 years of schooling, became a doctor, got a seminary degree, and brought all of that with him to Burma. He came as a single man. He's a guy who is not your ordinary guy. He's a guy who has skills in working in blacksmithing, working on steam engines. In fact, the book is a lot about steam. Steam power, gets him to America, gets him around. He works for the railroad. He ends up coming back on a steamer, going way up into the interior of Burma, 600 miles, a lot of it by either train and steamboat and all this stuff up these rivers and into these mountains. It is an amazing story. Tigers and snakes and people attacked by leopards and him sewing them up and people carrying people 100 miles and putting them on his doorstep to save their lives, removing teeth. He's a doctor, not a dentist, but he gets these dental tools and he's removing teeth, he's delivering babies, and he has recorded this in a diary. I've been working in Burma for the last 10 years and working primarily with a people called the Chin. The Chin are one of the ethnic groups inside of Burma. Burma is made up of several. You may know people that are called the Karen people. There are lots of Karen Christians, and there are a lot of Chin Christians from Burma, but Burma is primarily a Buddhist country. It's over 96% Buddhist. But this one people group, the Chin, now numbering in the millions, 90% of them are Christians today because of what Dr. East did. And for this story not to be known everywhere, honestly, is, it's not really a mystery. In fact, it was a mystery. Now it's not a mystery. Now I know why the story wasn't told. And there is a twist to the story. And in fact, it's a painful one. But often stories of faith and consecration to the work of God end up with a lot of suffering, right? If you know the story of Adoniram Judson, he loses 2 wives, 6 children. He's imprisoned. He's hung upside down for 2 years. He translates the Bible. After doing all the work, writing it on palm leaves in the jungles of Burma, he loses it. These killer stories. Well, this is one of those killer stories. And, but anyway, the Chin people, after I worked there a long time, I found out that a lot of them are here in America. I didn't know that when I was working there in Burma. And I found, by God's grace, a church like 15, 16 miles away from me with 1,000 members. I go over there. They have this incredible building, vibrant community of Chin people. And of course, I'm recognizing them. I know a little of their language, their dress. I bring my whole family. We become friends with these people. And the pastor there, Pastor Hai Vong Lian, and I became good friends. And one day we were hanging out in his library, and he goes, he said, my spiritual father in the faith, Dr. East. And I said, who? And he goes, yeah, Dr. East. And there's another missionary couple that actually was there first, Arthur and Laura Carson, but they had no converts. And he begins to tell me how this doctor came and how it changed the mission. And he said he wanted me to go to Portland, Oregon with him, and he wanted to visit his grave, hero of his faith, a hero, And I said, sure, I'll go. I'll take you. We'll go. And we were ready to go out to Portland. Wildfire stopped us, and he ended up getting COVID and dying tragically, and it was such a heartbreak for me. I lost a precious friend, and we were in this process, but in honor of him, I went to Portland. I met the family. I visited Dr. East's grave, and the family was cooperative in me getting the diaries of this man's life, and they had reservations about it, but you'll have to read the book to understand why. There is some horrible, dark, painful tragedy in this story that people didn't want to know, didn't want other people to know about. But anyway, that's what makes this story so awesome. Honestly, to me, it's a real story about a real man and his walk with God. So anyway, I'm doing this awareness. I'm doing this video. The family actually asked me to start a GoFundMe, which, I raised money. I've raised millions of dollars, really, for the poor and for those who need medicine in different countries. But I've never really gone on and said, hey, I want you to raise money for me. And in a sense, it's not really for me. I want this story to get out. I think the story will inspire people to want to live the kind of life this man lived and do the kind of things he did. One of my family members, my sister Ann and her husband Jason, they agreed to help me put together something really, really nice for the first people that contribute to this, and what a blessing it is. And they hand make candles here in Ohio. My brother Paul developed this method of making this super high-end candle that burns. It's an aromatherapy candle. It burns 70 hours. And I'm going to give the first 50 people who jump on and give one of these incredible candles. I'll show you images and pictures of them. They'll come in a variety of flavors you can pick from, and different pictures and labels and so forth. But anyway, it's a great candle. Might make a good, gift for Christmas for somebody or whatever, but you're probably going to like it too. And so those who give will also get a copy of my book. So consider it like you're giving as a pre-ordering of the book, if you could. And if my family all jumped on and pre-ordered this book, I could really pay to have the book published. I set a goal for $30,000 to print the book. Anyway, the more books you print, the less per book it is. And so the more people give, the better off in the long run it will be for the selling of the book, which is what we're hoping to do. We hope that proceeds of this will benefit to continue the work. We're actually working on building a museum out in Iowa, but that's for another video, that commemorates this man's life and the life of others that went there and brought the gospel. Anyway, if you could, there's a bunch of different ways you can give. You can give to us through writing us a check. You can, give PayPal, Cash App, anything you want. If GoFundMe is what you want to do, which is what the family wanted to do, I even have a GoFundMe page as well. But since I'm used to, getting donations and stuff through Mission to Myanmar and different things, I don't really need GoFundMe. They take out money, but if you're comfortable and you want to use GoFundMe, great, go right ahead. So I'm going to include links for GoFundMe, links for giving even through Mission to Myanmar. We'll designate a place where you can do that. And so may the Lord be with you, and I hope to hear from you. And it will be very, very encouraging if you guys help me out and we get this done and we raise the money, and you'll get a book and you're going to love it. All right? Thank you. And I look forward to you seeing my book. Maybe I'll put a little image of the proposed cover on here somewhere. My daughter Rebecca's going to help me edit the video. So, all right, have at it. See you soon. Talk to you soon. I look forward to your words of encouragement, your prayers, and your gifts. Thank you.